A very good afternoon, children. I am eagerly waiting to meet you all. My name is Manjula, currently working as junior lecturer in English at TTWRJC Manur at Karaskutti. I request you all to follow the corona protocol. Stay home, wear mask, sanitize your hands, take nutritious food and create awareness in the parents also. As the corona is rapidly spreading, you should be aware of all these measures to be followed while going out. Before starting the topic, I would like to share my experiences with you. When I was trained in RIE is a Regional Institute of English at Bengaluru, where we were given the training in new techniques of teaching and methodologies and approaches of teaching English and other subjects. Not only methodologies, they have trained us in dealing with the problems of the children also. Problems may be behavioral or psychological problems, or it may be learning difficulties of the children. Even after undergoing the training, I was helpless in this pandemic situation, how to approach the children. But the great thinkers like our secretary Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar sir has come out with innovative idea of Gnana Diksha. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity where we are able to meet the children mentally. They may be far from us physically, but we are united mentally. Thank you for feeling proud to work under your dynamic leadership, sir. Before switching on to the topic, I would like to ask you a question. Just now I have shared my feelings with you. What do we need to share our ideas or to communicate with others? What do we need to share our ideas or to communicate with others? Obviously, we need words. Today's topic is vocabulary. Okay, what do you mean by vocabulary? Vocabulary is nothing but words we need to understand or to communicate with others. Vocabulary plays vital role in understanding the text and it contributes greatly to the reader's comprehension. If you trip down your memory lane, you never forget that our English lessons were never taught without reading comprehension and dictation sessions. They are planned in such a way that to build a strong vocabulary in the students. Strong vocabulary is an asset and a skill to be possessed throughout our life. Before going further, let us see slide of what is vocabulary. Vocabulary, also known as word stock, is a set of familiar words within a person's language. A vocabulary usually developed with age serves as a useful and fundamental tool for communication and acquiring knowledge. Now, vocabulary is nothing but word stock. Let us switch on to the types of vocabulary. There are 4 types of vocabulary. Types of vocabulary. Listening vocabulary, reading vocabulary, speaking vocabulary and writing vocabulary. Listening vocabulary, reading vocabulary, speaking vocabulary and writing vocabulary. Let us see what is the meaning of listening vocabulary. Listening is the mother of all skills. Without listening, we cannot develop the other skills like reading, writing and speaking skills. Without listening, we cannot develop the other three skills. Okay, let us see what is listening vocabulary now. Listening vocabulary refers to the words we need to know to understand what we hear. To be a good speaker, one has to be a good listener. Precautions in listening: have open-minded and enthusiasm. Be relaxed and attentive. Your mind should be tuned to listen. Do not judge the speaker. Do not impose your thoughts. Before seeing what is listening vocabulary, I would like to play one audio. Listen carefully. I will ask you questions after listening to this audio.
As a parent, here are some precautions you can take for your child during the COVID-19 pandemic. Here are a few precautions parents and children can take to avoid infection. This is the best time to inculcate positive hygiene practices in your children. This includes washing hands thoroughly, using hand sanitizer, the importance of personal hygiene, avoiding any sort of social gathering, especially if they want to play with other children. You must teach your children the right way and right time to wash their hands. You can refer to the guidelines set by WHO. The guide will take you through the right way to wash and disinfect your hands, especially between your fingers and underneath your fingernails. You should also teach the child to wash their hands with a good soap before touching their face or eating. Wash hands frequently using soap and water for at least 20 seconds or frequently use alcohol-based hand rub. Wash hands especially after coughing, sneezing or touching objects like door handle, which are likely to be touched by others as well. Educate your child to cover the mouth and nose with a tissue or flexed elbow while coughing and sneezing. Dispose the used tissue immediately and wash hands with soap and water or alcohol-based hand rub. Do not touch any objects or face after coughing or sneezing. Establish a routine that is age appropriate and can be followed easily. You can include play and reading time and use them as learning opportunities for your kids. Don't forget to come up with plans with your kids wherever possible. Don't forget to be flexible with your child's activities. Switch them up and flip to a more active option if you feel that your child is getting agitated or restless. Clean the child's toys at least once a day. Clean the floor and commonly touched objects at least once a day at home. Don't allow your child to come in close contact with anyone who has a cold, fever or flu-like symptoms. Try to engage your child in indoor activities. Avoid outdoor activities as much possible, but one can allow activities in the house premises provided the number of children is not more than 4 to 5. Children with fever, cough and running nose should not be allowed to meet others, especially the elderly or grandparents. Don't take children to crowded places. Keep them indoors as much as possible. Don't forget to give a nutritious diet with plenty of water. Give citrus fruits like orange, lemon, grapefruit and vegetables which are rich in vitamin C, vitamin D containing food, cheese, egg yolks and zinc containing foods like legumes, lentils, beans and nuts.
Have you noticed any new words in this audio? Definitely. New words in this audio are WHO, that is World Health Organization, citrus fruits, nutritious food, nutritious food, vitamins. Okay, these are all the new words. These are all the new words identified in that audio. Okay, I told you that I'll ask you few questions. Whenever you are listening, you should listen it attentively and you should not add your thoughts in that. When you are listening to others, you should not add your thoughts. Okay. These precautions are given to whom? These precautions in the audio are given to whom? Answer is these precautions are given to the parents to take care of their children. Which type of food we have to take in this situation? We have to take nutritious food to improve our immunity power in this situation. Which vitamins are helpful for us? Vitamin C and vitamin D plays vital role in improving our immunity power. Okay children, let us see the speaking vocabulary. What is speaking vocabulary? Speaking vocabulary is nothing but words we need to share our ideas with others, or words we need to understand to speak with others. Let us see the slide for that. Speaking vocabulary is nothing but the words we use when we speak come under speaking vocabulary. Our speaking vocabulary is relatively limited. How can we improve our speaking vocabulary? How can we improve our speaking vocabulary? We can improve our speaking vocabulary by participating in debates, seminars, just a minute, describing the events, things, conferences, conversation, elocution and speech, etc. Now let us switch on to the writing vocabulary. The words we can retrieve when we write to express ourselves. We generally find it easier to explain ourselves orally, using facial expressions and intonation to help get our ideas across than to find just the right words to communicate the same ideas in writing. Whenever we are speaking, we are using voice expressions and facial expressions. So it makes our whenever we are speaking, we are taking the help of voice expressions and facial expressions. So it makes us to convey our message very easy. But when we come to writing, we need vocabulary and we cannot express in easy words, and we need different words to express our feelings. We cannot take help of the facial expressions here. Okay children, let us go to the next type of vocabulary, that is reading vocabulary. Reading vocabulary is nothing but the words we understand when we read text. We can read and understand many words that we do not use in our speaking vocabulary. It is nothing but the words we need to understand when we read the text. Okay, let us see how to improve our reading vocabulary. I will do a model reading for you. Whenever you are reading for the first time, read it slowly and loudly. I will give you a model reading now. This paragraph is taken from Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma. Cure your monkey mind. Let me read the paragraph now. To get the best from life, you must be completely present and mindful in every minute of every hour of every day. As Albert Camus wrote, real generosity towards the future consists in giving all to what is present. Yet, on most days, our minds are in 10 different places at any one time. Rather than Rather than enjoying the walk to work, we wonder what the boss will say to us when we get to the office, or what we will have for lunch, or how our children will do at school today. Our minds are like scampering puppies, or as they say in East, like unchained monkeys rushing from place to place without any pause for peace. Just now I did a model reading for you. Whenever you read the paragraph, what you have to do is you have to identify the new words in that paragraph. For your easy understanding, I have shown new words in the yellow color. Here in this paragraph, you can see the new words present, mindful, generosity, wonder, scampering, unchained, rushing, pause. Okay. Whenever you see the new words, you make a list of that. You make a list of that. In our paragraph, what are the new words here? Present, present, mindful, present, mindful, present, mindful, generosity, generosity, wonder, wonder, scampering, unchained, rushing, rushing, pause. After listing down the words, after listing down the new words, you should search for meaning in dictionary, or you can search in the Google dictionary also. Okay. Meaning of the word present is in a particular situation. In a particular situation. As and when you find the meaning of this word, you use this word in sentence. Present. Presently we all are staying at home due to COVID-19. Presently we all are staying at home due to COVID-19. The meaning of present is in a particular situation, and the sentence with this is presently we all are staying at home due to COVID-19. Let us take the next word, mindful. Mindful means aware of. Aware of or conscious. Mindful means aware of or conscious. We should be mindful of corona measures while going out. We should be mindful of Corona protocol while going out. Okay. The meaning of the word mindful is aware of or conscious. So, the sentence with the word mindful is we should be mindful of Corona protocol while going outside. Let us see the next word. Next word is generosity. Generosity is nothing but quality of kindness. Generosity is nothing but the quality of kindness. Generosity is nothing but the quality of kindness. You can frame the sentence using the word generosity. The generosity of the local people is bottomless. The generosity of local people is the word generosity means the quality of kindness, and the sentence with the generosity is the generosity of local people is bottomless. We can use for the persons also. Ratan Tata is a very generous person. He has donated his property for the society. Okay children, let us see the word. Next word, wonder. Wonder is nothing but amazement or excitement. Amazement or excitement. We can use the word wonder. I am wonder what the future holds, for you and me. Okay, the sentence with the word wonder is I am wonder what the future holds for you and me. Like this you can prepare. As the space is not sufficient here, I am rubbing this, but you have to maintain all these words in a notebook. The next word is scampering. Scampering is nothing but running with quick leap. Run with quick light steps. Run with quick light steps. Especially scampering is nothing but run with quick light steps, especially due to fear or excitement. The sentence with scampering is the mouse is scampering across the floor. The mouse is scampering across the floor. The mouse is scampering across the floor. The other sentence we can use is the child scampered inside after seeing the stranger. The child scampered inside after seeing the stranger. Like this you can make the sentences after knowing the meaning of the new word. Next word is unchained. Okay children, next word is unchained. Unchained is nothing but set free. Set free. Example sentence for unchained is, our students wants to be unchained from homework. Most of the students will feel like that, isn't it? Students want to be unchained from homework. Okay children, like this you have to prepare meaning and sentence for each new word you have come across. Okay. Only noting down will help us to improve our vocabulary? No. What we have to do after noting down the meaning and sentences, daily at least we have to use 2 or 3 sentences in our conversation. Otherwise, the vocabulary will not come into your active vocabulary. Whenever you use it, it becomes active vocabulary. Otherwise, it will be in passive vocabulary. Let us see the next type of vocabulary. We have seen the 4 types of vocabulary, that is listening vocabulary, speaking vocabulary, reading vocabulary and writing vocabulary. Let us see the ways to improve our vocabulary. There are different ways to improve our vocabulary. Let us see the ways. Read and listen. Reading literary works, newspapers and novels will expose you to words you would not encounter in everyday conversations. In a similar way, listening to news, even audiobooks, can greatly improve your vocabulary. How can we improve our vocabulary? We can improve by reading the books. Most of us like to read the books, isn't it? The great personalities have become most of the great personalities have the reading habit. For example, KCR has read nearly 80,000 of the books. Reading not only helps in enriching your vocabulary, but also it enhances your knowledge, and you can know about the society. Not only reading, listening also helps you a lot. You have to listen to news, listen to conversations when the people who are good at in English is conversating. You can watch interviews and debates in the television, so you can improve your vocabulary. The next way to improve our vocabulary is have a vocabulary list on the wall. Have a vocabulary list on the wall. What we have to do is, whenever we come across a new word, we should make a list and we should paste it on the wall. Suppose just now you have learned the new words like present, mindful, generosity, wonder, scampering, unchained. What you have to do is make the list of these words and paste it on the wall wherever you are. You may be in the office or you may be at home. Just now we have seen new words like present, wonder, scampering, generosity, or whatever the new words you read on the newspaper or you have come across while listening. Some of the word wall helps you to remember for long memory. Okay. The next way and interesting way is play word games. Word games can be fun and at the same time quite educational. So, play quizzes, word jumbles, scramble and anagrams to learn new words in a fun way. Okay, let us solve this puzzle. Here the word cow, you have to find the word cow. Where is given in this puzzle? Cow is in the first row itself. Where is that word? Where is that word? Where is the word cow? Okay, children. In the slide, you can find the cow in the first row. First three letters are cow. Next, sheep. Sheep is from third row. Sheep is in the third row. And where is the word dog? The word dog is in the fifth row. The word dog is in fifth row. Next word, cat. Where is the cat? Cat is in the last row. Cat is in the last row. Next word is duck. Have you seen the word duck? Duck. Duck is in from top row, from right side, second one, duck. From right side in the second column. Second column. Goat. Goat is in fifth row. Fifth row. Goat. Goat is in fifth row. Where is the word hen? The word hen is from the last third column, from left side, from the last, hen is third column. Like this, you can locate the words in given grid of, in the given puzzle. Playing word games is very fun and it is very informative and educational also. You can solve other puzzles like word scramble. Okay, children, let us solve the crossword puzzle here. Clues are given under that crossword puzzle. You can go through the clues given there. Let us see the clues for from down. Has 28 days and 29 days in a leap year. This puzzle is based on the names of the months. Okay, children, which month will have 28 days in the normal year and 29 days in the leap year? You can guess the month. It is February. Which month will have 29 days in leap year? It is February. It is February. Which month will have 29 days? Okay. What is the other clue is given to us? Next one is missile man was expired in this month. Missile man. Who is the missile man? Missile man is Abdul Kalam. He was expired in the month of July. Okay. This is he was expired in the month of July. And the other clue given to is July, August. What's the next month after July and August? The next month will be September. What's the next month? September. This is given for 3 down. This clue is given for 3 down. Okay children, the third month of the year, January, February, March. Okay, this clue is given for 6th year, July, March year. Okay. These are the clues given for us for solving the puzzle in the down. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 1 is here, and the 2 is missile man. July. 2 is missile man, and the 3 is July, August, September here, and the next 6th is third month of the year. Is then March. Third month of the year is March. And next May. Next clue is given May dash July. What is the month in between May and July? That month is June. Which month is between June and July? May and July? June. 7th clue is June. What is the answer for 7th one? June. 7th is here, June. Next, we will see the clues across. Okay. First, number 4, named in the honor of Augustus. Which month sounds are named in the honor of Augustus? That month is nothing but August. This clue is given for 4th one. Where is the 4th one? August is here. Okay. Okay children, next clue is abbreviation for APR. APR is nothing but April. This clue is for 5th one. Where is the 5th one? Here, near the September. APRIL, April. April. Next clue is Children's Day. In which month we will celebrate the Children's Day? It is in November. In which month we will celebrate? In November. Okay, what are the other clues given here? Hottest month or which month will be very warm? That is nothing but May. 6th clue is May. 6th is May. Sixth clue is May. And Halloween is celebrated in the USA. They will celebrate this festival to ward off the ghost. Halloween is celebrated in the month of October. They will celebrate the festival in the month of October. And Christmas is celebrated in which month? Christmas is celebrated in the month of December. Okay children, we can solve the puzzles like this. You can see the puzzle here, solved one. Okay. You can solve the mini puzzles are available online. You can solve your on your interested subjects and interested topics. They are very interesting and funny also. It improves your vocabulary. And let us go to the other ways. Other way to improve our vocabulary is use English news broadcast and other resources to hear new words in context. When you listen to people who are good at English in using the language, you will matter how the vocabulary is used much faster. Already we have discussed that listening is key for improving the other vocabulary. Listening is key for improving other vocabulary. Whenever you are learning vocabulary, you should use the pictures. Whenever you are learning vocabulary, use pictures associated with that word. Associate a new word you learn with people and events. Suppose you have learned two words today, beautiful, loving and kind-hearted. Kind-hearted. You can associate the word kind with your mother, so that it will helps you to remember that word. My mother is kind-hearted. In the same way, you can use the other words for your friends or the persons who are familiar with. Next way is learn the roots of the words. Here many English words have Latin, Greek or Germanic origins, and learning how they were created can greatly enhance how well you understand and use them in future. For example, the word act, root words for that are activity, react, interaction. Okay, if we take the word education, the word education is derived from Latin word educate, which means rearing or bringing up. Educate and the English word educate, educier and educatio and educate from English word both has given the word education. The next way to improve your vocabulary is create synonyms and antonyms list. Synonym is nothing but the word which gives same meaning with the other word. Here some of the examples are accidental, intentional. Sorry, this is for antonym. Synonyms are large, big, exit, leave, present, gift, alike, same, stone, rock. These are some of the examples for synonyms. In the same way, when we you can prepare the list of antonyms also. Antonym is the word which gives the opposite meaning. The examples are accidental. Accidental, the opposite meaning is intentional. Departure, arrive. Close, open. Behind, in front. Big, small. Birth, death. Like this, you can prepare the list of antonyms and synonyms. Let us see the next way of improving our vocabulary. A small exercise is given here. You can solve this after listening to the class. Learn prefixes and suffix. Prefix is nothing but it comes before the words, and suffixes comes after the words. A lot of words are created by adding these word parts. Some of the examples for prefixes are un. With the word un, we can prefixes with the un are. Words with prefix un are unkind, unkind, uncover, unkind, uncover, unkind, unfortunate, etc. In the same way, uncover, unkind, unfortunate, etc. Let us see the suffixes. Now, these are the prefixes. Suffixes are, they are added in the ending of the word. Example, ness, ness, and ful and ly, ly. Full also, full. The word with full is beautiful, careful, helpful, careful, helpful, etc. Ness, kindness, openness, kindness, openness. Like this you can prepare the list of prefix and suffix. What are the, let us go for the other ways of improving the vocabulary. Learn vocabulary through English stories, songs and films. All of us likes to watch movies, but whenever you are watching the films, watch in English and with the subtitles. Whenever you are watching for the first time, you turn on the subtitles, and after once you go through subtitles, after seeing for the first time, if you are watching the same movie for the second time, turn off the subtitles, so you can understand the language and your vocabulary improves. The other ways are, study word information charts. Like if you take word beauty, you can, if you take the word beauty, word information charts help you to learn more words. If you take the word beauty, if you take the word beauty, noun, verb, adjective, adverb. If you take the word beauty, what is the noun beauty? What is the verb for beauty? Beautify. Verb form of beauty is beautify. Adjective is beautiful. Adjective is beautiful. What is the adverb for the word beauty? Beautifully. In this way, whenever you are learning the words, you learn with the word forms, their verb form, adjective form and adverb, so that you are not only learning the single word here, along with this you are learning the other three words also. The next way of improving vocabulary is, repeat the word at least 7 times to remember it. Okay, just now we have seen some of the few words. Suppose you have learned the new word today, confidence. Whatever the words you have learned, you use the same word for 7 times. So, it will become active vocabulary. The next way of improving the vocabulary is, create vocabulary themes. Themes are related to, examples for themes are, theme is nothing but you are learning the associated words with one topic. For example, nature, health, education and so on. For example, if you take the word theme family, you can learn all the words related to family together. If you take the theme family, what you have to do is, the words associated with family is mother, father, grandparents, sister-in-law, cousin, niece, nephew, like this. Whenever you are learning, you have to learn, if you are learning in the theme wise, you have to learn the associated words to specific theme in this way. You can take the other themes also. Okay children, before winding up, I would like to wish you have a nice day and stay home, have a happy learning. Thank you.